friendship and danger. In a dense, beautiful forest where the sun's rays filtered through the leaves, creating patterns of gold on the ground, lived three very close friends. The first friend was Somi the Squirrel, who was the fastest, with her glossy brown fur and perpetually twitching tail. Somi's home was high up in a large, sturdy mulberry tree. The second friend was Water, whose name was Neeru. Neeru lived in the cleanest, most crystal clear lake in the forest. His color was such a deep blue that it looked as if the whole sky had been captured inside him. Whenever Somi was thirsty, Neeru would give her cool, sweet water. The third friend was Air, whose name was Saansi. Saansi always made soft whispers around Somi's tail and helped her reach the highest branches. Saansi was always cool and fragrant. She carried the scent of flowers and earth. One morning, when Somi hopped and scurried to meet Neeru near the lake, she sensed something strange. The lake's blue color had faded, and there were green and yellow patches visible in the water. The water's pleasant scent was also gone, replaced by a sharp, foul smell. Somi got worried.
Neeru, my friend, what happened to you? You always used to sparkle.
Somi,
Out a heavy sigh and replied,
my heart is aching. Look at my condition.
I am no longer that clean, crystal clear water. Just then, Saansi the air rushed past. But this was not the gentle whisper of Saansi. It was harsh and quick, and when she passed by Somi, the squirrel started having difficulty breathing. Saansi, your voice sounds so heavy, and your fragrance has become poisonous. Somi coughed. Saansi replied in a sad voice, Yes, Somi.
Saansi, your fragrance has become poisonous.
Yes, Somi. Both of us are suffering from an illness.
And we didn't bring this illness upon ourselves. The city's negative impact. Somi's worry had now turned into panic. An illness. Where did it come from? Neeru explained with a tearful voice. This illness came from the city, which is beyond the forest. Do you remember the large deep drain that flows into me? Somi nodded yes. Neeru continued. The people of the city are now dumping all their waste empty cans, excessive soapy water, and toxic refuse into that drain. That water comes and mixes with me. My heart, my leg, has been shattered by that filth. Now it was Saansi's turn. Her voice was full of tiredness. And my body has been filled with smoke. The people of the city are now burning their garbage instead of burying it in the ground. When they burn it, black, suffocating smoke rises into the sky. When I fly, that smoke gets absorbed into me. I am no longer the air that gives breath, but a danger. Somi's eyes grew moist. She looked at her friends, Neeru, who now looked lifeless, and Saansi, who was suffering from pain. My dear friends, Somi said from the heart, our friendship is centuries old. I will save you both from this illness with the help of wise people. Somi made a decision instantly. She took a deep breath, which was difficult, and from the top of her mulberry tree, she began a long, dangerous journey towards the city to tell the people the truth and save the forest, as well as her friends. Somi hopped and slid until she finally reached the wall of the city. The moment she stepped into the city, her nose instantly recognized the foul, poisonous air in which Saansi was suffering. Suffocation began to creep into her small body. She bravely looked ahead. The sight of the city was very different from the forest. There was stone and cement everywhere. After a while, she saw a small park. Sitting alone in the park was an innocent boy named Aarav. Aarav put his hand to his nose with a cough and stunted breath. His face showed tiredness and sadness. Somi understood. This child is also getting sick from this polluted air. Saansi was right. This danger affects humans too. Somi quickly hopped and stood on the ground near Aarav. You, what are you doing here? Aarav asked slowly, trying to suppress his cough. Somi whispered in her sweet voice, Aarav, I've come to be your friend and to tell you a big secret. Aarav was surprised, but he saw truth in Somi's shining eyes. The secret of the squirrel and the garbage. Somi told Aarav the whole story of her friendship with Neeru and Saansi and their illness. She told him how the people of the city were burning garbage and dumping filth into Neeru's lake. Aarav, Somi said sadly, when you burn garbage, Saansi suffocates. And when you dump that toxic water into the rivers, my friend Neeru is dying. Because of this, it's not just us animals, but you humans who are also getting sick every day. And your health is deteriorating. Aarav listened silently. His eyes were wide open. He would wake up coughing every morning, and his mother always boiled water for him to drink. Now he understood the reason. But what can we do? Aarav asked. Somi enthusiastically replied, a lot. Somi's words touched Aarav's heart. He made Somi his friend and promised her he would fix everything. They met every day, and Somi taught him the way to protect the truth. Aarav talked to his friends and neighbors. At first, people laughed at Aarav and the squirrel's story. But when Aarav showed them the signs of illness affecting himself and Somi's friends, people started to understand slowly. People began putting garbage in the dustbins. The rivers started getting much cleaner, and the smoke from burning trash decreased. A few weeks later, Somi took a deep breath. She returned to the lake and looked at Neeru. Neeru's color had turned deep blue again, and he was sparkling with happiness. Somi was overjoyed. She bid Aarav farewell. My home is in the forest, Aarav. I have to go back, but our friendship will last forever. Aarav was sad, but he happily said goodbye to Somi. Somi returned to the forest, where her friends Neeru and Saansi embraced her. The three friends lived happily again, and cleanliness and peace returned to the forest. And Somi also gained a new and good human friend in Aarav. Lesson of this story is air and water are not just friends to animals. They are the lifeblood of every human. If we pollute the water and poison the air, we put our own lives and friendships at risk. Cleanliness and responsibility are the keys that bind humans and animals together in health and happiness. If you like this story, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks you.